Hello all, it's once again Magi, your lovable alien extra-dimensional cat boy, currently sitting in the middle of space. Now you're probably wondering what I'm doing sitting in the middle of space. Well, after much discussion of the channel's employees, Pseudonymous, myself, codename Flux, our contact in Universe 57 Alpha, and even the relative to the Father of Time who recently donated us that new portal device, we have all agreed that I am going to be taking more of a backseat and less in the field missions anymore, while Pseudo, who is researching something that you're going to want to tune in October for, involving haunted locations and random number generators, that's all I can say, will be taking the field missions more from now on. Which leads to the reason why I'm currently sitting in the middle of space. I am reviewing a game that has been used by others for astronomical simulations called Universe Sandbox that's been in early access or open access for 9 years now, I think it was. Yeah, I'll post a link in the description of this memory report. But it's been out since 2015 and it's 2024 is the time of recording this. So let's see how it fares after 9 years. I'm going to be reviewing this game on two criteria. One, how accurate it is, and I will have a single test I intend to perform for that, and how fun it is otherwise, which is basically what happens when you get to play around with cosmic objects. So, for the first major test, as you can see, we have our solar system currently running here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to slow down time actively down to about 3 minutes per second just to start off the project, and then I am going to delete the sun. They say that within 8 minutes the sun's gravity disappears at around Earth's level, so we should start to see some divergence of the Earth from its standard orbit at around then, but I intend to speed up time just to find out how quickly it takes before Earth radically goes off its trajectory, and see if it matches what we know of physics in the classic world. So, the sun has been deleted. It is running at about 3 minutes per second right now, and Earth is still in its orbit. But as I speed up the time, slowly, we'll start to see the Earth move on scales. Now we're starting to see a little bit of deviation here. It's now 2.3 hours passing per second. 3 hours, 4.5, 6.87 hours. And we're starting to see a little bit of divergence. The curvature is still going, though, so at 10 hours per second, 10 hours having passed, it looks like Earth is still roughly in its original orbit. Let's keep going to 15 hours, 23 hours per second, and a little further. And we are at now 1 day per second, and we start to see that Earth is actually diverging off from its orbit from around the sun into Mars's territory. So yeah, probably about a day for the Earth to veer off orbit, and Venus is going wildly into Mars's orbit too. And it looks like if we continue along this course, is there a likelihood that Earth and Mercury are going to crash? The two appear to be running parallel for the moment, so this is going to be interesting to see what happens. In terms of playability and fun, this is definitely interesting to see. And the fact that it took about 21 hours, give or take, for Earth to finally seriously move off its trajectory from around the sun once the sun disappeared, just goes to show that conservation of momentum is still a thing in this game, so I wasn't expecting that it would completely diverge off after 8 minutes. But, oh, let's zoom in on Earth and Mercury. Are the two going to crash? No, I wanted to go this way. There we go. Nope, back up. And what do you know? Even as they're both flying towards Mars's orbit, Earth is overtaking Mercury in a straight line. Guess it was running faster in its orbit than Mercury was down closer to the sun. Oh, but Pluto is moving through the area, so there's a chance now that Pluto and Earth could crash. We'll see. I'm going to wait for Earth to pass this convergence between Mercury, Pluto, and itself and see whether or not it overtakes the other two. if it does, well, this game is fairly accurate and will have definitely met the criteria of fun to play, because I'm enjoying watching Earth hurtling off into space. And it overtook both by a landslide, so yes, in about 21 hours, Earth would destabilize out of its orbit and go shooting straight off through Mars's orbit as Mercury and Pluto start to converge on where Earth was. So, that gives us an accurate simulation as to what would happen if the sun disappeared, I guess, so it's relatively accurate. So I guess this game on both accuracy and fun, I would review accuracy as probably a 7.5 to an 8 stars out of 10, because and yes, I'm using stars because it's a star game, because I'm not entirely sure the exact time, I'd have to calculate it. But in terms of playability and fun, I would definitely rate it a 9-star, because I am enjoying just watching this thing go off. Let's see what other simulations we have, if we can go into the home. New simulation. Open existing simulation. We've got some classics here, like the 3-body problem. Let's take a look at how they handle that. So they've got the Berry Center of Alpha Centauri A and B orbiting each other, and multiple other planets trying to orbit in radically weird ways. The 3-body problem, the Trisolaria problem. Well, they even reference the fictional novel in the latest update when they talk about it here. So, this is kind of cool. Anyway, this has been Magi. I hope you guys enjoyed this game. I will leave a link to the game in the game Steam store in the description of this video report or recording. And in the meantime, I hope you guys enjoyed the fun. It was certainly fun for me, and I got to learn something. So, yeah. Happy trails, everyone, and stay frosty.